Hey, what is going on, you guys? My name is SubZeroExtabyte and I am shooting right back at you with another video, and today we are doing something rather special. Lately I have been wanting to go out and relive a little bit of my youth. You know, just go around and doing some really nostalgic stuff. So that got me thinking, what is really nostalgic and what could I do that is really nostalgic? And you know that you cannot just go and do something nostalgic to make something actually feel nostalgic. So you might know this, but to make something feel nostalgic you just have got to do something, and the feeling will come whenever it is there. So I thought that today I am going to be pursuing that feeling of nostalgia. And I mean, I really love the feeling of nostalgia just because it makes me feel at home, and it gives me a little throwback to my childhood and stuff. So I am just going to go ahead and do whatever it takes to get that nostalgic feeling back into my veins. And the first thing that we are going to be doing is going to play the Minecraft story mode, because that is what me and my friends used to do when I was younger. So the first thing that I am going to do to find that feeling of nostalgia is just to go ahead and go do this game. So something other than the movies that would make me feel all nostalgic is just to go ahead and play a lot of other games. And now, since Minecraft does not really have any kind of real games, we are just going to go ahead and play the story game mode. So this will be shooting us into a lot of different game directions, and maybe one or maybe some of them will just give me that authentic feeling of nostalgia. At least that is what I am hoping for right now. Otherwise I am just going to get bamboozled probably, and I will not get that feeling of nostalgia, and I will probably just end up crying in bed all night. Or maybe I will not. It is still a little bit of a surprise for me right now. Who knows? Maybe I will just start crying whenever I get that feeling of nostalgia, because it will give me that feeling of having a little throwback moment, or just an actual feeling of being back into my childhood, which would be amazing, to be honest, because I love the time really. Now you might be thinking, well, SubZeroExtabyte, why do you want to play these games, or in this case arcade game modes, to go ahead and feel nostalgic again? Well, that is actually a pretty long story, but to make it a little short for you guys, I just wanted to make something really cool for you guys, as in a video, and I just wanted this video to kind of hit home, so that you can watch this and it will make you appreciate your childhood and all of that, or just your youth in general, to be honest. And then I was thinking about the things that made me enjoy and love my childhood, and that was mostly just playing around in the summer, having those late nights where you had to sprint back home because the street lights turned on and you should have been home by the time that this happened. And I just wanted you guys to know that you should appreciate all of those things, because once you get older all of that is just going to be gone, and that is not a fun thing at all. But it is a part of growing up, and I personally never liked it. But now of course that does not correlate in with the fact that I wanted to, because right now I want to go and do something outside, which is much more fun than being inside all day. I wonder what that beacon is doing over there. I mean, I do not really care about what is going on here, but I am just saying that I am getting to the bottom of this. And by bottom I mean top, since I am going on top of a mountain right now. But after that I will have to get down to the bottom of the mountain, so that will be the moment that I will be getting to the bottom of all of this. And of course by that I mean not just the bottom of the mountain, but also the bottom of whatever is going on here, because I just cannot take any of this right now. It is just really freaking me out, and I do not like it when I am freaked out, because I turn into a little bit of a drama queen. But that might just be me. Leave me a comment down below if you think that I am overreacting to all of this. And of course if you actually think that I am a drama queen of some sort. This is just too weird for me, man. I mean, I am a pretty weird guy, but that has nothing to do with all of this. I mean, I probably could get used to it someday, but I am not sure if that day will ever come, just because I do not handle change all that well. So I am pretty sure that this is going to be bothering me until the day that I end up getting some squared blocky stuff again. I am just going to be exploring for a bit, and while I do that I will tell you guys a quick story about my love for the block nature of Minecraft. So it pretty much all started out when I was a lot younger than I am right now. It sounded pretty correct, but I was starting to get into high school and all of that stuff. And basically what happened was that I had this friend of mine who was a couple of years older than me. Wait a second, those are diamond blocks. Oh my god, let's build this. What do you guys think about all of this? I do not like the beacon at all right now, and I cannot be the only one who feels this way, right? But okay, I am getting sidetracked from my little storytime rant. So what I was trying to say, so I had this friend who was a couple of years older than me, and he showed me this game that I had to be playing when I was becoming a freshman. So I was like, yeah sure, install the game bro. And he did, and he kind of showed me the ropes of it all, and I just fell in love with it. And this was like way back in the start of Minecraft, so it must have been around the beta or something, I think. So I really fell in love with the game and I started exploring and stuff. And of course, since Minecraft was still in beta, there was nothing to do except for surviving and building some houses and stuff. I mean, you could not even go into creative mode. But still, I loved the fact that you could choose your own skin, and you could do whatever you want and build whatever you want. And basically everything around the time was just good. Life was good, and I'm actually getting really nostalgic when I'm thinking back at that. But that was my little story time for today. And I hope that you guys like it when I tell you guys some non-fictional stories in some videos when there is time for that, of course. And please let me know in the comments down below if you would want some more of these story times, or if you would want me to just shut my mouth hole and keep on track with this lever in Minecraft, which is fine by me, of course. I mean, you guys are the viewers and I am all about that viewer life, so let me help you by you helping me helping you, or something. Wait, where am I right now? What in the world? I think that I have sidetracked a little bit too much while doing that little bit of story time back there, because I have no idea where I am going right now, and it is starting to get sundown somewhere, I guess. So I am not sure what I am supposed to do right now, but I think that I just should be following my best bet so that I can make sure that I get home safely. But right now I am just lost. I am wandering and I am lost, and I am wondering how in the world this happened to me. I mean, it is dark in here, and who is that there? And usually I want to be home before the sun goes down so that I can make sure that nothing freaky happens to me while I am outside. But I am lost, so I guess that I am not safe until I will find my home and get back into it in time to watch some darn adventure time. But where should I be going, because I have no clue right now. Everything just looks the same and nothing looks like any place that I am familiar with. So I am not sure what to do. Maybe I should call someone, but I am all alone in here, like a real Minecraft pro. Okay, so it looks like this party should be starting any second now, and that means that our little horror adventure has officially started. So please tell me that everyone is ready for this video. So I would like to ask you to remain seated throughout this whole ride, and to please keep your feet and arms inside of the carriage at all times. Now it is almost time for this thing to open, and we can see what horrors lie behind this door. And I am not sure what to actually make of this right now, but I guess that I will just go with the flow and I will not be a showstopper. I like how every time I am doing this that I just think that all of this is just normal and stuff. I mean, you have got to love some horror, right? But this one is already kind of scary, so I am not sure what to do right now. Just please do not pee your pants. I am actually not even sure, but I think that I am right. I mean, I am always right, so that is not really something that I am all too worried about, if I have got to be honest right now. I mean, look at me, you guys. You all know this. Just like I am afraid of dying, but then again that has never stopped me from doing incredibly stupid things whatsoever. So again, sue me. They ate us because they ate us. At least that is something that the kids used to say way back when I was still a little kid. But then again, I am not all that familiar with what the youth calls street slang, because they think that I am too old for that. Well, you might be right in that, but then again, is there anyone here who actually cares about that? No, that is right, and neither should any of you, so let's hop on and let's find out what it is that this John Doe dude wants. I mean, come on, of course I am kidding. I know all about John Doe and everything, and I am kidding because he is a John Doe. That is all not a secret if you ask me. But then again, I might say that I have got a PhD in medicinal biochem, which I do not have, by the way. But that does not mean that I cannot come up with some kind of mechanism to find out what this kid even wants me to do here. But it will take some time. And we have a lot of time on our hands right now, people. But we will just march on, of course. But then after we respawn, because we just walked straight into that THOMG. That was maybe a little stupid of me, but then again, I am not the one on trail here. The guy that our little friend here is after is. And I am telling you that if we not do something about this, then maybe he will give the job to someone else. And I am the most professional person to become a part of the Marvel universe when it comes to monsters and superheroes. But then again, I sometimes just watch all of this and I think like, How can you even get up in the morning? And why do I keep putting in favors for all of these people when they could just go ahead and get yourself to do it someday? But no, I will take this with a lot of envy, and I will make sure that all of those people stay in here and stay behind bars so that no one will ever leave Minecraft. So just put up your hand if you would want to be the person as of right now. We will not be dealing nicely, but we will do it honorably. Now of course nothing in life comes easy, but this weird Jesse guy is really not making it easy on me right now. I mean, there were times in my life where I thought that I was just living it up and making a ton of money, but then everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. Oh wait, that is a whole other cartoon. But of course that is not something that we have to be aware of right now, so I will not be saying anything else about the Avatar: The Legend of Aang, even though it was a great show, and if you do not agree with me, well then I will just agree on that. But of course we are not just here to talk about cartoons on Nickelodeon, we are also here to discuss us, and by us I really mean us, you and me. And oh wait, this is going wrong. Well, yep, I should have seen that coming. The exact moment that I stop paying attention I end up falling down. Well, let's make sure that will not happen again anytime soon, because I want to be able to show this Jesse dude that I am a force to be reckoned with, and I am not someone who messes around in one of his games. Now this guy wants us to build a house, so we will go ahead and do that, but I want it to be hidden in this cave or palace or whatever. And as you know, if you do not know where something is, then you cannot get to it, and you cannot take anything out of said thing. Now that kind of works, but that only solved one problem, and do not get me wrong, it did actually solve the problem with people stealing stuff out of my chest, but it did not solve the problem where people were still coming into my house every other freaking day. So today I am going to be combining these two ideas of mine. One is the hiding part, and two is the house part. So since hiding the chests of mine worked out well, I have decided to go out and make my house the same way. I am just going to be building a house that is not like any other house, just so that I can make sure that I do not end up getting swatted and stuff like that ever again. Not that I have ever been swatted, but that was just metaphorically. Now we cannot just hide a house. We have to make this some kind of way where it is just going to be camouflaged really well within the environment. So we will have to make it blend in well. And what better way to do this than to just build the house inside of a rock wall? That is like the best idea that I have ever come up with right now. But first things first, I am already proud of the fact that I was able to get the idea from myself, which I had applied to the chest/stealing problem. So that was a pretty awesome thing, to be honest. But I was able to apply that same idea that I used on the chest problem, and I am going to be putting it to work with the housing problem that I have got right now. But this guy does not think that I am that great of a builder, I guess. Now I guess I will get back to that beacon then, because I will need to be taking myself somewhere right now. Just because I am in this thing, I will have to make sure that I am the one actually getting out. So you know, I think that I might have underrated this just a tiny bit. I mean, I thought, well, I am already done with the other one, so maybe I can just do another one really quick right here. Well, apparently I cannot do that because I am struggling pretty hard. What is your take on this, huh, Jesse? Yeah, that is what I thought. I bet that you are sitting rather comfortably doing nothing on the back of my story mode. I mean, why am I even walking you around anyway? Now let's just hope that we can get to the next part in a little bit of a quick manner, because I am about to pop an egg right here because of this waiting. Oh my god, I need more me time, and I do love me time, you guys. But that was enough me time because we have a lot more things to go through, and I do not want to get all repetitive to you guys when it comes to my content, because my content is always very original and non-clickbait like, so I do not want you guys to start thinking any less of me right now. There is just too much at stake when it comes to the channel and to the people and you guys, and I am not about to throw all of that away just because I am starting to become lazy. Well, let me tell you this then, because I am not lazy, nor will I ever become lazy. Okay, never mind, I might actually be like very lazy, but that does not matter because there is just a lot of stuff that I have to do, so there is just no time to be lazy around these days anymore. So this sub is changing from a lazy dude to an awesome dude, and there is nothing that you can change about me, Jesse. I guess I will just leave then. I did not even want to be here at all. Now he is not being quite nice to me. There is no such thing as being a nicer guy than I already am. So you know what? I am just going to hope that I do not end up starving to death, because that might actually turn out to be rather bad, since I am not sure what I would have to do about that. And for the rest of this video, I will probably just be hopping from the one beacon to another, just hoping to get somewhere close to my house and get back to my bed so that I can just go for some Netflix and chill with myself and I. And of course a big bowl of popcorn, which is always just the bomb.com. So yeah, let's not end up starving to death, and let's end up going further and further through all of these freaking beacons so that one might just drop me off at my desired place, which would be my room, which I just described. Or not even just my room, like my whole house is kind of a cool place to stay in, to be honest. But the moral of the story, just get your butt home, sub, and I think we made that clear because we are back, safe and sound.